Hiya, I'm Cadaver. Today I'll be talking about the struggles of being considered the ugly duckling at an anime convention. But first, wow, I really wasn't expecting that kind of response from the last video. The subject was very personal and I was so anxious about putting it out. But I received so many kind comments and many of you sharing your experiences as well. Thanks so much to everyone, it definitely made me feel less alone in this. Anyway, on with the video. In this video, I will be talking about my own experience, but also that of a friend. Now, despite the title, I actually don't think I'm ugly, or really that anybody is, but I understand that I'm overweight, and a lot of people don't see that as attractive. And because of this, I'm treated differently. Before I move forward, I want to be clear that I am not trying to skinny shame or shame anyone for that matter. This is from the perspective of two people that have struggled in the community with this topic. I've been cosplaying since I was about 15. I stopped cosplaying a while ago to focus on fursuiting, but I did it for a long time. Some made, some bought, but I'll also be referencing another cosplayer's experience. I've done many cosplays over the years, but the sad thing is I hardly have any pictures of any of them, except a few selfies I took myself or the occasional one a friend took of me. The sad thing is that if you don't fit into that pretty mold, no matter how good your cosplay is, people just aren't as interested. I've experienced it, and I've seen it plenty of times. It's hard to describe. Of course, there's nothing wrong with those people getting love and getting their pictures taken. But for someone like me, it can be rather heartbreaking to work really hard on a cosplay, but to basically be ignored because of the size or things you can't control. Can't help but feel a little sad about it. I'm going to let Ash take over for a moment to speak on behalf of another cosplayer, who will remain anonymous.
I'm a heavier set person who's been cosplaying for 15 years or so. There have been multiple instances for me where I've been in a cosplay group and been the ugly duckling of the group. When it came to people wanting photos, most of the time the others were asked and I was left to hold their bag. Sometimes I wouldn't even be asked to be part of the group's official photos. The photo shoots I was a part of, I've never seen the photos come back, and I often wonder if I ruined all the shots. The comments I hear or read about our on-stage performances often praise the others, while commenting on my appearance. I've also had people ask me for photos and then tell me they specifically just want pictures of my props. For example, while cosplaying Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon, I was only ever asked for photos of my toothless plush. It was honestly humiliating to just stand there while people took pictures of a stuffed animal that I didn't even have a hand in making. When I was on a diet and had lost some weight, people seemed more interested in my cosplays, but even still I was left out of group photos. This attitude seems to change when I'm in a costume where my face isn't shown and my body is mostly hidden. As Pyro from Team Fortress 2, I was swarmed at multiple conventions by people wanting photos with me. I even made it into the newspaper. It happened with another outfit where I was covered head to toe as well. Sometimes when I think about it all, I start to wonder if I should keep bothering with cosplay. No matter how much confidence I portray, how much weight I lose, how many awards I win for craftsmanship or performances, I'm always the one holding the bags. But then I think about the person who saw me as 707 and ran across the convention center to talk to me, or the officer Jenny who saw my spark and needed a selfie, or even the time Jesse James Grell waved me down because they had to get a photo with me when I was Mausato. Moments like that are few and far between, but they've kept me going throughout the years. It's cliche, but I wish that people would be a little more aware of how their actions or comments can impact someone. It's fine if you don't want someone's photo, but a little tact goes a long way. Try focusing on positive things about their performances or their outfits, rather than the appearance of the cosplayer themselves. Can't think of anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all.
A big thank you to my friend Anon for sharing their experience. And for the record, I've seen those cosplays and I think they're incredible. They are super talented and they make such detailed cosplays. It really breaks my heart to see them treated that way. They hardly cosplay at all anymore because of this. For me, there were a few instances where people genuinely liked my cosplay. The only one that really comes to mind is when I would cosplay as Frankenfran. I got a lot of compliments, but I think it was mostly because no one had really seen that cosplay before. On the flip side, I had cosplayed the Cupcakes fanfic version of Pinkie Pie. I was heavily bullied for being overweight, to the point where, well, I mostly stopped cosplaying. I thought cosplay was supposed to be fun, and it wasn't anymore. So I started making fursuits instead. The attitudes there were completely different in my experience, and no one really cares about that kind of stuff if your fursuit is cute enough. But yeah, unfortunately it's kind of a sad ending. I lost my passion for cosplay and stopped since people were ignoring us or just straight up being rude or unkind. It's sad when it's something we used to really enjoy, but people took the joy out of it. I say all this and still, I think you should cosplay if you want to. I think cosplay is about showing your love for the character and expressing yourself. Cosplay is for everyone, no matter your size or what you look like. What matters is the cosplay itself and having fun. Fun is the point, isn't it? All we ask is a little more tact and kindness. What'd you think of the video? It's another personal topic to me. Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you liked it, maybe subscribe? So before I go, I want to tell you about the Discord. Are you an artist? If so, let's support each other. Here you can share your art and post about commissions. I might even feature you in a future video. Not an artist? That's fine. Come hang out and chat anyway. It'll be a good time, I promise. Also, a big thanks to my friend for editing the video. We'd really appreciate it if you could check out her socials too. She takes commissions as well, so please check that out. Bye!